Hi, and welcome to our part 5 of having a loving and enjoyable marriage. And in part 5, we are going to talk about cultivating joy.
Yes, joy.
Yes, joy. And is there a difference between joy and happiness, if you may ask? And we find that joy is of the heart, while happiness is just on the face. And in fact, joy is also from the soul within, where happiness is just for a moment. And in fact, that joy sometimes transcends where happiness just reacts to what is happening within us or allowed us. And joy embraces peace and contentment, which is a great gain. And also, we find joy lands deep and overflow where happiness just hang on. Happiness just hang on. And we find joy is inner feeling, where happiness is an outward expression. And the last one, we find joy endures hardship and trials and connect with meaning and purpose, where happiness does not.
Wow. So when we have joy, even hard times, when they come, we can still have that joy.
Yes.
Yeah. Joy is a choice we make. It's a decision we make. That's why the topic is cultivating joy.
Joy, yes.
It's like you do some work in it, you make a choice, you choose to be joyful despite the circumstances. Many times happiness is connected to
Circumstances that are within us surrounding us.
Yes, yes.
And in fact, joy also present it is present inside everyone as an untapped reservoir of potential.
Wow.
And it is possible to experience joy in difficult times. And like time of grief, time of uncertainties, you can still experience that joy. And joy can, you can share joy. Joy can spare space with other emotions like happiness or other emotions that can come within. And joy brings life, peace, and contentment, even in the face of those unhappy moments.
Wow.
And it's true that joy should be constant.
Even when it's hard.
Yes.
But just real. I like what you say, that when you have joy, and those people who think they can't be joyful, we have that potential in us to be joyful. And if we can tap into it, that's very important. So we can make that choice to be joyful in our marriages. That's very important. Despite whether we are going through a hard time or an easy time, it's important to choose joy, So we need to guard our joy.
We need to guard our joy. That is very true. We need to guard it because it needs to be guarded. It's something that is precious.
That's true.
Yeah, joy. The joy of the Lord is our strength. That's what Nehemiah, says in 8:10b.
Yes. Nehemiah was facing so many difficulties, but he tells the people he's working with, the joy of the Lord is your strength.
Yes.
In Nehemiah. So we really need to have that joy because it becomes our strength. We need to make our homes a haven of joy.
Yes.
And be very deliberate about it. Out there are many, many things that happen. But when we choose to make our homes a haven of joy, there's a big, big difference,
Yeah, let the home be a place where we can be able to come and wind, from the world out there. Let it be a place where people will be learning. The members of the home will be learning to come home where they are loved and they are cared for. It should be a deliberate effort for us to make home a loving place where there is joy that can be shared among the members of the home.
That feeling where the children or the husband and wife, they can't wait to be home.
Yes.
Because that's where I'm loved and where I love others. That atmosphere is very, very important. We be deliberate about cultivating that atmosphere at home. Yes.
And joy is a fruit that should be enjoyed. And in Galatians 5:22 and 23 says that, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, fruitfulness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And again, it starts, there is no law. And when it comes to a fruit, a fruit ought to be enjoyed by others.
Yes.
So if you have a fruit of joy, your family members should be enjoying that fruit.
Yes.
It's not that you have the fruit and then it is just within you. It should be overflow
Yes.
to others that they may be able to enjoy. Just like love, usually people have love for one another and you experience that love, you need to have that joy that can be enjoyed by others.
That's good.
Yes.
Psalms 30 verse 11 said, He turned my wailing into dancing, and you removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy.
Yes.
So God clothes or puts a clothing of joy over us. That's beautiful. So we need that joy around us. Okay, so we want to go to very practical steps about cultivating joy. You know, when you're cultivating, it's like you're in the land and you're planting, you know. We want to see how can we practically cultivate joy in our
Yes.
families. And we will start by, what do you think?
As always, it starts with you. Joy starts with you. Whereby, you know, even they go to start with you, children, they usually like to they usually like to see, not to be taught that it is joy. So you have to have that attitude of joy in your home as a couple, whereby there is that joy that you are cultivating within you. And then it overflow to the other person, and then it overflow to the children. So joy, the first thing it should be, it start from with you.
That's true. And having a joyful attitude towards life is very, very important.
Very important.
So I want to tell you something that happened to us the other day. We just are still in transition. So we just moved from Ohio. We moved to Alabama recently, about 3-4 months ago. And when we came, you know, it's been, as many of you know, housing has been, you know, hard to get, you know. So we hadn't verified about our housing. So we were to stay in a hotel a little bit when we arrived before we get a house. So we didn't realize so many people are moving into this part of the country. And even the hotels were full.
We almost didn't have a place to stay.
We almost stayed in the car because we could not find a hotel. But some people had mercy on us. And it was not the best hotel that, you know, that the kids would like to stay or would like them to stay, but we were so grateful when we got it. But I could see the look in the eyes on the kids' face. They think it's, you know, it's what's happening here. But when we got into the hotel, it didn't look that nice. But then I think I remembered and said, "Oh, you know, Jesus, the King of Kings."
He didn't have a place to stay.
He didn't even get a room. He stayed with the animals. And here we are, we have a room. We are so grateful. We just saw their countenance change.
It changed right away.
We stayed there for, I think, 4 days.
Yes.
And we did not hear any complaints. And there was a joy. So our attitude and our approach to life, when we cultivate, is very important, and we teach our children to do that. So that was interesting to watch that. So yeah.
The next thing you should be able to do is spend time together. You know, nothing leads to joy as, you know, efficiently as connecting with other human beings.
That's very important.
So you cultivate that relationship and bonding with others, and spending time with other people you love is one of the easiest way to cultivate that joy.
Yes. You know, like you put it, having friends around us.
Yes.
When friends visit us or we visit friends, it's something that brings so much joy. Just connecting with other human beings. Yeah.
Yeah, like, let me give an example here. There's a time we were in Ohio and we were feeling somehow, you know, things were not going so well. But there's a friend of ours who used to keep on insisting that we visit them. And she push on until one day she said, we are going. It was one of the winter day, and then we decided to go. And let me tell you, when we went there, it was one of the most remarkable visits that we have ever had. We met so many friends. We had a belly laughter that we had never had for a long time.
So much.
And let me tell you, by the time we were going back home, we felt something had shifted.
That's true.
We had a lot of joy, and we became friends for a long time. But let me tell you, friends, spending time with others, it makes a difference when it comes to joy.
That's true. That's true. So, and then we need to encourage contentment.
Yes.
And practice gratitude. You know, Joy and contentment is very important.
It's true.
It just reminds us of 1 Timothy 6, verse 6 to 11. It says, but godliness with contentment is
A
great
great
gain.
gain.
For we brought nothing to this world, and, we'll take nothing from this world. So if we have
Food.
and
Cloth.
clothing, we will be content with that. So there are many things and many other things we are rushing for, but that contentment.
And on this one, we should also be able to cultivate in our kids.
That's true.
Whereby they are content and also practice that gratitude every day.
Yes.
As times goes by, it's very important.
Yeah, it's good to nurture that. Yeah. Another one is helping others.
Helping others is very important, whereby is there any better feeling than helping a fellow human being? We say no. Whenever you help others, it usually brings another feeling of joy.
Yes.
Especially if you have teenagers and encourage them to volunteer.
Yes.
And this usually boosts their morale and joy. And we have seen it with our teenagers, whereby whenever they go out there and they want to help others, when they come home, they are better people.
That's true.
Even the joy they have gotten from that place, they come and spread in the house.
That's true.
Yes.
So helping others, you just sit there and think there's somebody I can help.
Yes.
Even if it's a little helping hand, just think of it. It makes you very joyful. It's very important. Okay. So another one is enjoying nature and exploring the outdoor. It sounds very simple, but it's very, 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 very important, especially when we are glued on our TV or on our gadgets and we forget to go out. It's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, take time to watch sunset and sunrise. It may seem simple, but let me tell you, it usually brings another joy when you do that. And
when he talks about sunset and our two little younger kids, they like taking my phone, and they say, oh, especially in the summer hours when it's sunset, and they're like, mommy, it's glow hour. I was like, what's glow hour? It's glow hour. Your photo looks so nice, when you take a picture during glow hour. And so they take the photo, they take pictures, and I started enjoying watching the sunset, really, as the kids were encouraging me. So just watching the sunset is very, very, it's beautiful. There's a way it brings deep joy.
That is true.
Yes. There are other things we can do outdoor also.
Yeah, we can do outdoor and, go outdoor and sometimes walking and out there, doing some family activity out there. Sometimes even when you are in Ohio, sometimes you go out in the snow with your kids and slide with this, and it gives you a lot of joy of doing those activities with your kids or with your family members. There is a lot of joy that comes out of it.
Making a snowman, doing a snow fight. So it could still be good, but just go out there. It's nice. It really makes you joyful. Yeah.
Take time. Another one, take time to smell the roses.
Yes.
And slow down.
Yes.
Slow down. Life is a journey, not a destination. So take time and enjoy the journey. Going slowly helps to reduce the stress and frees up space. That you spend time with each other.
It's very important that as you slow down, and those of you who have younger kids, they're like less than 10 years, enjoy play with them.
Yes.
One of the fun things around Christmas was kids growing up now, they won't do that. I think but it's tell them, let's act out the Christmas story. And we kept doing it year after year, and who's going to be the sheepy, who's going to be the... Especially when we lived with our parents a little bit, it was funny. Most of the part was just the awkward things the kids did, doing such things is fun, Yeah.
Read books for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes my wife used to read books for them, read books for them. I thought it is something that is going to be everlasting. Now, she does it when they don't want to be read in a book.
Yes, our youngest is 12, so I've been looking for somebody, because all these years, just reading for them, Three Little Pigs, repeat after Little Red, Riding Hood, and read those stories to them. It's so much fun, in Africa, we didn't do a lot of reading books, but we really had those story times.
Story times, it was one of the best things in the evening, and especially from the parents telling the kids.
Yes.
And we used to enjoy.
Yes.
So even here, if you have small kids, have that time where you can be able to read for them.
And watch a movie. Maybe once in a while. He doesn't like movies. He'd like to watch a documentary about animals.
About animals, yeah.
But once in a while, it's a Friday evening and I'm exhausted. Just ask, which movie can we watch? They always know. I want the one with, that's a fun story, have a love story, and ends happily ever after. And then the other day I was like, oh my goodness, the Bible actually starts once upon a time, when God created the earth, and it ends with happily ever after. We're going to live happily ever after. So I'm like, yay! So those are the kind of movies I like. My teenagers don't think it's realistic, but well, do something you love. Cultivate that joy, whatever it takes. Other people are sporty. What do you think?
Yeah, other people are sporty. Other people, they actually enjoy other activities. Do it.
Yes.
It will bring a lot of joy.
Yes. So,
And we also want to say that encourage laughter. That belly laughter. Laughter makes you feel good. And the good feeling that you usually get remains with you even after the laughter is done. I'm one of those experts in laughter. I actually do it well. So make sure that you laugh and laugh heartily. If there is something that actually come out of it, create those moments with your family members whereby you can be able to laugh together, have that humor moment together, and let it be not something that it is something that you do it on regular basis.
Yes.
Let me tell you, it actually brings a lot of joy.
That's very laughter. I remember some friends would come because he's a storyteller and they would all laugh our hearts out. Those moments are good. Even you remember a week later and you're still laughing. Those very laughter.
And some of the friends, they would laugh until and I meet them next month, somewhere, they're still laughing, because when we come, we create those moments that we can be able to laugh and have joy. And even them, they usually add so that we can be able to have that joy, and it is good. It usually adds a lot of joy among us, the friends, and also the family members.
But some may say, I'm not the joyful type. What should we tell them?
It's okay to cultivate joy. It should be deliberate. Pray about it if you're not among those people that are that type. And let me tell you, as we said at the beginning, joy is a reservoir that is in each and every person's heart. So you need to tap in it, and it is a potential that you have.
Yes.
So make sure that you tap in it, whereby you be deliberate to have that joy, to tap that joy.
Yes. I'll tell you, joy comes to him automatically, but it didn't come to me. I was not a very happy person growing up, but you can be a better version of yourself. Like he says, through prayer, being very deliberate about it. It's a fruit of the Holy Spirit. And we don't have to stay the same. We can change,
As we said earlier, it is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. As you grow in love, you can also grow in joy.
That's true.
So make sure that whatever little that you have, you grow in it.
Yes.
Take some measures whereby you are going to make sure that you are going to grow in that fruit of joy by making sure that some of those steps that you are going to make are going to add joy to you. And let me tell you, it will reach a point whereby it will be not a struggle to decide that you're going to flow in it.
Yes.
Yes.
So we can have joy in our marriage. Joy is very, very, very important. And so we hope you enjoyed being with us. And that's why we say it's possible, yes,
it's
to
possible
have a loving and enjoyable marriage. So it's almost Christmas. It's a time for joy. So we wish you so much joy during this season.
Thank you so much. We'll be meeting here next week.
Yes.
And may the Lord bless you. Thank you for all the support that you have given us.
Yes.
Those comments, they mean a lot to us.
Yes.
May the Lord bless you. And please subscribe.
Yes.
And we'll meet you here next week. And we will enjoy together. God bless you and do you good.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.